everybody, it's Jean Brannon. I'm an author and acupuncturist, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit today about breathing, proper breathing or deep breathing, because it's one of the most powerful tools that you can develop to help you achieve balance and to feel good in your body no matter what's going on with you. I find that in my acupuncture practice, most people simply don't breathe properly. And if you're not deep belly breathing day in and day out, then you're typically locked in a pattern of shallow breathing, which means you're breathing from the diaphragm up. And the problem with that is if you're just breathing from the diaphragm up, you're really not connecting to those deeper energies in the body. And so from a Chinese medicine perspective, for everything to run efficiently and smoothly in your body, the lung energy needs to reach down and connect with the kidney energy. And so if the diaphragm is locked up, then basically there's not the connection that there should be between the lung and the kidney. And so we have trouble then grounding our energy. And what that causes in the body is energy to collect in the upper part of the body from the neck up. And so what I see manifesting in people is things like headaches, chronic shoulder and neck tension. There are any number of things that can manifest with too much energy in the head. People can have panic attacks. And so if you're having any trouble sleeping, or if you're having any kind of issue with just feeling nervous or unsettled, I would really suggest that you take some time and develop the habit of deep belly breathing. So the thing is, no matter what, we have to breathe 24/7. But how we breathe is a habit. And typically you don't think about how you're breathing. It's sort of like if you're driving a car. Unless you're a 16-year-old with a brand new driver's license, you're not really thinking about every little turn and every little move that you make in the vehicle. And that's true with how we go about our day with our breath. We get caught up in things, we get busy. I work with a lot of people that tell me in the course of their workday, they just start holding their breath and they forget to breathe. And that's a classic stress pattern that I see in people. So you might ask, well, what is the correct way to breathe? Well, first of all, some people find it very challenging at first, but I want to give you a little exercise to perform that will allow you to start developing deep belly breathing as your particular habit. So all you do is just take your hand and place it right below your belly button. Okay, just a couple of inches below the belly button is the body's power center. And so dancers, martial artists, equestrians have long known this is where our power center is, and we actually need to get our breath down here in order to empower the rest of the body. So put your hand right below your navel and just see if you can take a deep breath where your hand expands out as opposed to your shoulders rising. So that is a very visual thing that you can look for. Anytime you go to the lavatory or anytime you pass a mirror, if you have the opportunity, you can just check really quickly and see when you take a breath in, are your shoulders rising here? If your shoulders are rising here, guaranteed you are in a pattern of shallow breathing. So that's just information. It's not bad. It's just helpful to know if you're in that shallow breathing pattern that you can take steps to correct it. So if you do notice that your shoulders are rising when you take an in-breath, simply redirect your energy to that area just below the belly button. Expand your lower abdomen out. Another image that I can give you that might be helpful for that is just imagine your lungs like water balloons. If you poured water into a balloon, it would expand out from the bottom first. And that's really how our lungs need to expand for the body to be properly in alignment with receiving oxygen and nourishment and energy for the rest of the body. So that's a little handy tip. I really think it will be helpful. If you practice it, try to practice it several times a day. I try to recommend to people breakfast, lunch, dinner, bedtime. Anytime you're in a car also is a really good time to practice your deep belly breathing and to see how you're doing with that. Because you know what? When you come up to a traffic light, you're a captive audience. You can just place your hand right below your belly button while you're there at the traffic light and just check in. How are you breathing? Are you deep breathing? Is your hand expanding out? If it's not, just do a little course correction right there in the car. Okay? So the more that you practice this, the quicker it will become your habit. And it takes 21 days to form a new habit. So I encourage you, begin today, start deep belly breathing, make it your habit, and everything in your body will run more efficiently. Have a great day. Bye-bye.